So this is it, the final round of our Moto2 career mode in MotoGP 24. 18 laps of Valencia to culminate a terrific season where we dominated the championship and won by a massive amount. This final race is, oh my god, someone got took out there, but this final race is merely a formality for us to end the season on a high. I want to end this season with a victory. In Moto3, I crashed out fighting for the win before moving up to Moto2. I do not want to repeat the same thing here today. I want to win in my final outing with the Red Bull KTM IO team. Will we stay in colours like this next season, or will we be in blue? Will we be in red? Will we be in white? Who knows? We will find out not soon after this video, though I'll be sure to let you know forthwith. But for now, it's all about this final race here in Moto2. I started from the back of the grid on the hardest difficulty of the game. You know me, ladies and gentlemen. Always the hardest difficulty. And we're already up to 9th place. There's a great feeling of victory in the air. There's a certain smell to it. Maybe it's the taste of Prosecco, or maybe it's my glass of apple juice to the left-hand side. Who knows? I won't be able to try it now till later on in the video. Oh my goodness, my first track limit warning. Not a great start, but we are up to those top 10 positions. So here we go then. Out of the final corner. 2.7 seconds behind Fermin Aldeguer. So we've actually got a bit of work to do to catch up to the front. I'm sure we can do it. It's not going to be a problem. We'll certainly continue to carve our way through the rest of the riders here. And on to the Brave. In fact, is that my teammate? No, it's not. I don't. Oh, Dennis Onchu's behind me, as a matter of fact. He's down there in 10th place. We will win the Teams Championship today as well, which we haven't been able to do in... Did we do it in Moto3? I don't remember if we did. I don't think we did. But here in Moto2, I think we can. Because Dennis Onchu just keeps earning us points just behind me. So into the left-hander then. This is the Angel Nieto corner. As we now power on with these Moto2 bikes, you can see us really catching on to the rear of Aaron Canet. Of course, he's on board the Boscascora in my career mode. There's Joe Roberts as well ahead of him on board the CF Moto. And now onto the left-hander. You know what? I am rather fast here. Up on the inside of Aaron Canet going into turn 10. I love that corner. It's so clean. Puts you right into turn 11. Right onto the right-hand side. Up into the Masia corner to get the position. That's nice. That was a really good overtake. I'm happy with that one. So we did pull back a couple of tenths on Fermin Aldeguer. Keep an eye on the left-hand side of your screen. Aldeguer will set the fastest lap time when he crosses the line now. Lopez betters that, 32.9, and then there I am, at 32.9 as well. Just a fraction of time quicker than Alonso Lopez with the American racing team. There's Joe Roberts. I think I'll get through here into the Dewitt corner. I had to hesitate a little bit. But we're through, and that, in my opinion, is clean enough for the overtake on the AI. Because they don't really give you all that much space. They do a bit, but not always that much space in this game. It's enough to get through, though. That's all that really mattered at this stage of the Grand Prix. As we fire out of that right-hander there for turn 5. Ooh, steady on the power. Just got a little bit too eager there, just squeezing the right trigger on this DualSense controller. Bought the Spider-Man DualSense controller a while ago, and it's my go-to controller for these races. A bit of superstition, to be honest. I won't use another controller now for these races as we just get close to Tony Arbolino there. Bit of argy-bargy with a rider I don't think has been able to win a race this season in my career mode. Equally the same in real life as well, unfortunately. As we now lean into the left-hander, Tony Arbolino is in pursuit of Marcos Ramirez, this 5th position. So we've got two bunches of teammates here. You've got the American racing riders, and then the MT Helmets MSI team right ahead of us there. So this is an interesting bit of battle. As we cross the line, we are the fastest rider on circuit with a 1:32.775. Pretty damn decent performance, if I do say so myself. And most importantly, I am really enjoying this particular battle as we now take advantage of Ramirez's small error there. Can we squeeze through on Sergio Garcia as well? We certainly can. Carving our way through now like knife through butter. As I will confess, those clouds look rather ominous, but I didn't even pay attention to see what conditions we had. I think it's just cloudy though. Well, I hope it is, because I didn't touch anything to do with the second bike, if that's the case. Ooh, bit of a nudge there. Apologies to Celestino. Kind of forced him off the circuit there, and he actually, in turn, he gave himself a track limit warning. Or at least I gave him a track limit warning, to be honest. It was more so my aggression that forced Celestino off the circuit, and there goes Alonso Lopez. Look at that move! Put that in the DrAce archive. That's a beautiful overtake. Change of direction into turn 10, into the Masia corner. We're through, and we're already up to second place. Wow, that was tight to the apex. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, we're on 3 track limit warnings already then. There's almost a track limit warning per lap. So, just have to calm down a little bit. But Fermin Aldeguer is making me work for this. The rest of the competition have not been able to deter us so far. But Aldeguer might. He looks determined to stop us from winning the final race of the season. Of course, Aldeguer will be probably likely to be staying here in Moto2 in my career mode. So he's going to want to start building his momentum again, like he did with the previous year. Oscar Scorer works well round here, of course. Beautiful tight apex to the Tyrrell corner. Now onto the right-hander again. Steady on the power this time. I know we span up the rear a little bit coming out of the Nieto corner, which is this one here. Let's try and not do that again. A little bit better. I still felt the rear spinning. The vibration in the DualSense controller was certainly getting aggressive. Now downshift to first gear into the left-hander. Bit nervous about downshifting to first in the Premier class, but with the Moto2 bikes, I don't feel too bad going into that particular corner. And now I'm just fixated on the right-hander. One benefit of having the ultra-wide aspect ratio is I can really see the corners quite deep, so I can really focus my attention on a lot ahead of me and a lot to the sides. It's certainly a benefit if you want to get into racing. I recommend an ultra-wide monitor for your PC, and for FPS games it's absolutely phenomenal as well, but enough about that. I tend to go on about that too much as we power across the line. It's a good lap time again. It's another high 132. Consistent pace at this stage of the race. I could have swore I'd just seen rain. Oh, I do see rain. I do see rain. We will get a red flag. Unfortunately, in MotoGP 24, the sense of the unknown is sort of lost upon you there. That's another track limit warning, isn't it? Wow. I'm going to have to do a long lap penalty in the wet. I tell you what could be a good idea. This race is going to get stopped, regardless, because as I'm going to mention now, in MotoGP 24, when the rain comes, there's no chance of it just raining for a bit and then stopping. It has to come down full heaps and wads of rain. So unfortunately, the best thing to do is actually, I didn't even mean to do that time around, but the best thing to do would be right now is to get the long lap penalty and get it done now before this race gets stopped. It's a bit of a cheat. I don't know if it's cheating. It's a bit risky, but it's tactical. I don't know how you guys feel about that. So when the race does get red flagged, which I imagine won't be too long, probably a lap or two from now, we will start from whatever position we're in now. And then we'll try and fight our way back through again to catch up to Aldeguer. That was a bit of a tactical long lap penalty, that. It's a bit of an exploit, to be honest. I won't lie to you. But I felt it was better to do it, get it over and done with. And to be honest, that last one was actually a mistake. I was still contemplating it, and then, well, the decision was made for me. There's the riders, yeah, they're struggling to go into turn 1 now. Look how Joe Roberts went into the first corner. And now into the Doohan corner. Oh, there's Celestino trying to send it. Oh, and there's me going for the tight lunge into Doohan. That's a nice move. Oh, we've got a lot of speed going around these couple of corners. Maybe we don't need to stop the race yet. Wow, Celestino got lifted up quickly then. Didn't feel like I made that much contact. If I get through on these, then I'm effectively just starting from second place again. No problems, no questions asked. Oh, Chele's coming back. I did expect him to send it there. Thankfully he didn't, but to be honest, I would have deserved that. We're into the 8th corner. The conditions are getting worse now. It does feel a little bit loose up on the left-hand side of the tyre. Tyres aren't cold, though. And I'm still going to send it. I made a pig's meal. Oh, my God. I've made a pig's ear of that one. What's the term? Pig's dinner? Dog's dinner? Pig's ear? I don't remember. But I made a dog's dinner of that one. That was a mess. Now I've got a track limit warning again. Can we get through now on Alonso Lopez to ensure that we start from second place? Regardless, we will be starting the race restart from the front row, it seems. But how soon will they red flag this session? The session is soon to be interrupted. I don't doubt. There's been a crash in Sector 4. Someone's down into the final corner, into the Adrian Campos corners. I go really late on the brakes there. That's never going to stick. No, it didn't. If that was dry, I probably would have. And there you go. There's the red flag, ladies and gentlemen. We will return to the pit to get a restarted Valencian Grand Prix. So here we go then again. We will have another, what, 10 laps or so? 11 laps to do here in this one. So, Aldeguer didn't get the best start. Well, actually, he got a good start, but I think I'm going to get him on the brakes. Yep, I thought he would. AI is a bit bonkers going into that first corner. They do tend to make a few mistakes, and unfortunately for Fermin, he's just made it there. Ooh, alright. Alright, Fermin. You mean business, I understand. But so do I. Excuse me. Giving him back into the Tyrrell corner. Gloves are off on this restarted race here in Moto2. So forget everything you saw in the first race, as it's now a fresh battle. Just trying to check the tyres here. It doesn't tell me if I got the right rear brake on, does it? I like to reduce the rear brake to the smaller size in both Moto2 and MotoGP. I hope it's done it. Doesn't feel too bad. Felt really good to start this race off, so maybe it is the correct brake disc. Maybe I already set it up. I don't remember now. I just got onto this video quite quickly today. I went into full autopilot mode, to be quite honest. I was just keen on getting on with it so I could get to MotoGP. Has Aldeguer's just been given? Has he been given a track limit warning, or has he just passed Tony Arbolino? But what I can say is that we are swapping over. Aldeguer was the man to beat in the red flag session a moment ago. And now it's us who is doing the stellar job. And look at Dennis Unchu. Top 5 for him. The man who finished on the podium this season, of course, in his rookie Moto2 season. And now into the left-hander. Oh, there is Aldeguer. He is closing in. 0.3 of a second behind. Now onto the brakes, into the left-hander for the Doohan corner. 10th and a half, yeah. I'm just trying to work out what the gap is behind us. I can see on the map there's quite a lot of riders behind us. We've dropped a couple, but that could be from Van der Goorberg maybe further down. There's definitely a gap. Oh, there comes Aldeguer. Fair play. Fair play, Fermin. Gotta give him full credit for the man from Murcia. And now onto the left-hand side, into the tight... Oh my god, I thought I was going to hit his rear tyre. Now in real life, if that was me hitting his rear tyre, I'd be on the deck. But for Fermin, in this game, it would have sent him down. And I don't want to take anyone out. I took out Celestino in Sepang, didn't I? And I felt awful afterwards. So I don't want to do that again. Oh! I carried a bit more speed than I thought I was going to there. Sorry, Aldeguer. It's getting messy between us both. Yep, give him the position back. Let him run it deep. And get through. Right, we've now got advantage. 10th of a second. I'm actually having to concentrate a little bit more than I expected here. Arbolino, fastest man on track, 139.012. Is Aldeguer going to send it? Tensed up a little bit. 4 tenths per second clear from Aldeguer. Nicely done out of the left-hand side. Sorry, it's concentration mode now. I've got to adapt to the wet conditions, haven't I? I love the wet conditions, I really do, but I was pretty much locked in to catch up to Aldeguer on that session just a moment ago. So now we've got a bit of rain down. It's going to take me a couple of laps just to get my bearings again. And all in the time in front of, what, 50, 40, 60, 70,000 fans, or virtual fans albeit, and then chasing Aldeguer behind us. Yeah, chasing Aldeguer is never a welcome sign. For any rider behind you who's chasing you is not a nice experience. I much prefer to be the hunter rather than the hunted. Gentle out that right-hander there, though. We see the front. It looks a bit wobbly. This is certainly not as clean as it was in the dry, but we're still doing all right. I do love the wet conditions once I've had that moment to acclimatise myself to it. That's wide. That is wide. Is Aldeguer coming through? He is. Oh, I had to pick up the bike then. If I stayed where I was probably going to get hit. So there goes the man. Losing touch with us on the straight. It's only one downfall with 120% AI as I go incredibly wide there for turn 1. Where is Aldeguer? Let's give him the position. I don't want to take any advantage. Oh, and Arbolino's coming through as well. I had to pick it up then. Got to give full credit to Tony for just sending it, seeing there's a chance for advantage and taking it when the door opened for him. But I'll tell you what, that... well, I think we've given it back pretty comfortably. I didn't think that was actually going to stick. I was a little bit hesitant. Well, it certainly did. Tony took advantage of my error, and I just sent it straight back at him. Quite the riposte in the early stages of this restarted race. As we now lean in to the left-hander. This is turn 8, of course. Don't forget, a lot of riders have crashed into this corner, and especially when it's wet. Difficult to get the bike stopped. And now here, oh my lord, is it opening up for an overtake? Almost. Yeah, I think we're through. We can make it stick. But he does run it around the outside. Fair play to the man on board, the Boscoscura. Here, though, I think again, oh wow. It's opening up each and every time we get closer to Fermin. It is opening up for an overtake. Ooh, under investigation is my teammate and Zonda van der Goorberg. They've had a little battle somewhere. They're fighting for 7th place. So it's currently Dennis Onchu winning that battle. Oh, I should be paying attention. I was right off the circuit then. Here we go then. On the brakes into turn 1. Aldeguer will run it deep. You know how bad the AI are. Into Jorge Martinez. Aspar corner. We are now through. Almost 50% race distance complete. Not yet. We're getting closer to that number. And we now have the lead again. Will Aldeguer fight back? I had a lot of fun trying to catch up to Aldeguer in that dry session a moment ago. But I think this one's going to be even more entertaining. What a way to send off from Moto2 in our MotoGP 24 career mode in the intermediate class. And Tony Arbolino again. The second that opportunity opens, the second that door of opportunity swings ajar, Tony launches up on the inside. I have nothing but credit to him for that. I love this sort of racing. Closely contested, argy-bargy, but clean, good fun. And this is exactly what this is. I'm having a blast right now. And there's Aldeguer. He's the number 54 is 4 tenths of a second away from us. A bit wide there onto the Champi Hedos corner. Hereros corner. I can never seem to pronounce that properly. And now onto the left-hander again. Looks like the teammates are infighting there. Dixon and Gonzalez. Just seeing their names pop up on the right-hand side of the screen for the Rossini CQJ Moto. Is that what it's called, that team now? It's not quite clear. But we're going to keep on pushing anyway, back into the 39s, albeit by 11,000th of a second. Through into the Aspar corner. The gap is pretty much status quo as it was coming into the final corner. Yeah, we're good on the brakes, aren't we? We are able to close in on the Spaniard. Italian behind us is waiting for another opportunity to come through. Not opening the doors yet. Not allowing Tony to barge on through once more. Yeah, I'm fancying this one. I am fancying this. I'm coming for you, Aldeguer. Leaning across now into the chair to try and get all my speed in this virtual world. And up on the inside for turn 8, the door has opened. I've ran it deep. Aldeguer's deep as well. We're both wide, as a matter of fact. And here comes Tony. Whoa, look at Fermin Aldeguer. I thought he was going to go around the outside. Oh, wow. That would have caught me off guard, to say the very least. 4.5 tenths of a second it is. Braking into turn 12. Tight to the apex. Quick change of direction. You've got to turn it early before you get to the curb. Allowing the rider and the bike to move in tandem away from that slippy curb of turn 12. That's where I crashed in Moto3. I don't want to do it again. Yep, this is a good lap. This is a crucial lap time coming in here. Cross the line at 39.3. At 0.6, 3 tenths of a second away from our fastest lap time set earlier on lap 2. We have the clear space. The only thing to stop me now is if Aldeguer sends a lunge. Or myself. That's wide for the doing corner. Ooh, struggled to bring the power on then. I don't know if you caught that, but the rear tyre started to skid. That's tight to the apex. That will be, yes it is, a track limit warning. You already know sometimes you're going to get a track limit warning. You can, well, you see it and you also feel the different sort of rumble in the controller, knowing that you've gone too far over the rumble strip. Half a second still ahead of the rider who's going to Gresini Ducati in real life MotoGP. Aaron Canette's got a warning. He's down in 6th place. Now, unfortunately, there is no sighting of my teammate anymore in the top 8. So that's a shame. Don't know what's happened to Celestino Vietti in this one, but he has not been able to make things work. He's down to 8th. 12 seconds behind the race leader, which is me, of course. 6 tenths of a second ahead of Fermi, and we might have broken him. Once we get to that second advantage, then we can say we've broken the resolve, but he's still there. He's still definitely chipping away at it. Sergio Garcia's now inherited that podium position from Tony Arbolino. Dispossessed his teammate somewhere. I don't know if I dare to look behind me, but there is 3 riders desperately trying to attack me, or at least attack each other, to be in the spot to fight for this podium. A bit wide onto the curb, should be okay. Brake just before you get to the rumble strip, turn in early. Nice, really nice tight apex that. Back on the power, back into the left-hander. Yep, it's beginning to work now. I'm feeling more and more confident, more and more comfortable here in the wet. I think we are breaking the resolve of Fermin Aldeguer. Oh, Garcia's gone. We were getting on to the point now where the limits and we're stretching the boundaries here. We're pushing that hard together. Any one of us could make a mistake, and I think unfortunately for Garcia it has been him. Of course, had such a great Moto2 season so far in real life MotoGP, but towards the latter stage now, going into Mazzano and a little bit before, not working out so well, especially since he was overlooked in a MotoGP ride, which is still yet to be announced, but I do believe it's going to be Jack Miller as the final seat in the MotoGP paddock, which would put him on the Pramac Yamaha. That's a topic for another day. But I know Sergio Garcia had his eye on that seat. But you know what? Sometimes it's better just to say, I will wait another year, or I'll not get the opportunity this year, so I will do my best to win the Moto2 World Championship next season, and then see what other opportunities lie for you. It's not quite as simple as just, let's jump up straight to the Premier Class and have maybe one of the worst bikes and then have difficulties. In my opinion, it would make more sense to wait it out and win a World Championship. I know it's not guaranteed, but you never know. Certainly not in MotoGP. Things change fast in the Premier Class. But enough about that for now. We are now, for the first time in this race, a second ahead of Aldeguer. We couldn't even take the lead in the red flagged, well, before the red flag came out, in the dry conditions. It has taken to the wet for us to get ahead at the front. 14 seconds quicker or clear from Vietti. A minute ago, maybe a few laps ago, it was 11 seconds. So it shows you how far off the pace Vietti is right now. And the challenge today was to beat him. Unbelievable. The challenge should have been to beat Aldeguer or Arbolino. Of course, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but it probably would have been a more predictable fight. As we go into the Jamamassia corner. Oh, in fact, speak of Vietti, it's over. He's down. Is he out, though? He's not out, but he's... Oh, yep, there he is. Yep, he's gone. Rival has retired, so no matter what happens now, I have completed my final objective here in Moto2. But I've got a personal objective today, as you know. I want to win. And it looks like the plan is going well. The lap times are beginning to work out now. They're beginning to make sense. Across the line, it's another 39. It's a 39.4. And that will be your championship standing at the end of it. 184 points clear from our closest rival. 194 points clear from the rider behind us. Wow. What a season it has been. We have truly dominated. I really didn't want it to be that way. I wanted it to be closely contested all the way to the end. A bit like MotoGP 23 was with Moto2. Of course, in that game they were just a bit too difficult, but I still managed to win. In a couple of tracks they did suffer a lot. And in the wet conditions, forget about it. In MotoGP 23 they were completely broken. They were way too hard. And the biggest problem with that was that the player had to deal with the pickup effect. Of course, still is in MotoGP 24, but it is heavily reduced and heavily minimised. That it's much more fair now and much more enjoyable for both the player and if the AI, if they were sentient. If they were sentient, I'm sure they'd enjoy it as well. But 2 seconds clear from Fermin Aldeguer. We've got one more lap to do before we bow out of Moto2 as the world champion. I can't wait for this. And I think at the end of this video, I should show you the opportunities that we have to move up to the Premier Class. And we can discuss in the comment section down below which team to choose. We're one corner away, ladies and gentlemen, for sipping the Prosecco at the final time in MotoGP 24's Moto2 career mode. I love the Moto2 career mode, but I don't think I'll be back to it because we're going to be doing multiple seasons in the Premier Class. Hard on the brakes, into the Doohan corner. We are actually trending again to get another good lap time. 3 seconds almost quicker now than Aldeguer. It's done and dusted. Bring it home, Matt, bring it home. Another victory for the Aces. I dedicate this to the Aces. I like our team. I like what we've got. Got a good thing going. Plenty of channel members now as well, so special shout out to you all. More so particularly to Potato and Azzy Rob. The two of them were basically gifting those channel memberships, so a big thank you to both of them. Well, here we go then. 3 seconds ahead of Aldeguer. No one is coming close to our performance here today. The final lap here in Valencia. Couple more corners to go. Oh, I've lost the front! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's embarrassing. That's a disgrace. Oh my god. What a plonker. A 24-carat gold plonker. I can't believe that. That is the most embarrassing thing I've done all season long. What a muppet. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Oh, what an idiot. I blew it. Oh, don't celebrate, mate. We got nothing to celebrate. Oh, Jesus, what a plonker. I can't believe I've just done that. I can't believe I've just done that. Well, oh well, no words. Let's have a look at the standings and let me bury my head in the sand. That was bloody embarrassing. What a shocker. There you go then. There is the championship results. We finished 175 points clear from Vietti, 180 clear from Fermin Aldeguer as well. But let me just see the team's championship and then let's get to the interesting bit. What team will I sign for in MotoGP? Let's have a look at the team championship. So we did come away with the Moto2's team championship and very happy with that. Actually, we didn't even need Dennis Unchu's 26 points. I did it myself. But thanks anyway. So here we go then. These are our options. We've got the VR46 Ducati, the Repsol Honda, the Trackhouse Aprilia, and the Red Bull Gas. Moto2 options in there as well, but I'm not doing another Moto2 season, so I'll leave it with you guys. Let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below, and I'll make the decision very promptly. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.